random anecdote. You know, I used to consider being a singer. So, as a result, I'm not tone deaf, but I don't ever actually want to do it professionally. Just let me know that I have some music intelligence. So, there you go. What was that? What was that other thing I was gonna say? Oh gosh. Oh right, I was gonna say, the boss encounter is gonna be less stressful because I have it figured out ahead of time because I'm not a lamoid. But we're gonna let the mistakes happen because otherwise I never get anywhere. Alright, there's gonna be 9 satellite dishes this time. You better look the fuck around. And don't worry, I did. I plotted a course. I used a little compass thing with a pencil. Like any good 1800s captain. Then I like... Alright, you've heard of Black Panther. Here comes Green Panther. Which I suppose is what happens when Black Panther becomes Hulkified. But he also dies the Green Slime way. So I don't know if... Come to think of it, these guys with the hands probably are made of the same green slime stuff. I wonder if there's something to this. All these green enemies. With red eyes. Like, are those humanoids possibly got green blood? Is there like a secret substance? And also, how come we never actually see an encephalosucker? Should I imagine what that looks like? Also, these guys whose hands I can blow up are back, and there's a lot more of them. So, I'm inclined to believe that what's happening is I traveled through caves, and I just made it back up through another prison, just like at the start of the game. So I'm actually yeah, I think what happened is I went through the cave, then I climbed up into the other end of the prison, and I'm coming out of that, I guess. Whatever works. It really is just that. It's like it's a rehashing. That's okay though. Like I said, I don't mind when games get repetitive. You know, if you think too much about how things are tedious or boring, you never get around to doing the fun stuff. This is why whenever I go anywhere in life or physically, I always try to go over things people have already gone over and then look at the stuff on the side, you know, and then I end up going through many branches that way. So the roads left traveled are the ones near the ones the most traveled, actually. So we don't think about them as much. It's not because they're unpopular, it's because no one thought of it. Unthought, not unpopular. Difference. If everyone thought of it, it might be popular. But not thinking of it is... Okay, technically unpopular, but I think of unpopular the same way as infamous, where it's not because you're known. Or it's... Yeah, it's because you're known. I'm using those words wrong, excuse me. So while I sit back here, I'm going to just keep shooting because I am sick to death of these spike balls, and they ruin me. They ruined my good times that I'm trying to have here, putting me at half fucking health. They think they're so goddamn clever, I know. Also, why are there fans? Do we really need like some kind of air conditioning system here? Also, are some of them moving at different speeds? Yes. I thought maybe one seemed to give off the illusion that the other one was then also moving slower and back and forth, but no. It's actually different fan speeds. Interesting detail. Also, what about those other open cells? Did someone come out of those? And was it more of these? Was I cloned? Is this Star Wars the Clone Wars? Or is it Spider-Man the Clone Wars? Well, which one is it? They're owned by the same company now, genius! Which must mean Disney likes clones. But yeah, if I do this and I seem excited, it's like, no. What you gotta do, this is why people have clips. Because they get the highlights of the video that are really fucking good. But in order to get there, we have to do all the stuff in between. Like any good challenge. That's what I think. You gotta be willing to take the journey to get to the destination. Even when there's no action in it. So, take a chill pill, get to the rest of the game, enjoy more action, rinse and repeat. That's just how it's going to be on this channel from now on. Or it kind of already was. So also now on. Yeah, I could have used this to my advantage. I also know that there's a checkpoint I could have reached much earlier. But hindsight is 2020. Uh-oh. Am I going to make it? Am I going to die? Well, I do have this fire gun, so maybe not die? Yeah, I thought it had a lot more ammo, but what was happening was having more ammo than the bar suggested, so it was running out fairly quickly after a certain point. Oh, you son of a bitch. You actually shot me twice. That seems like a waste of rapid fire, but here we go.
Come with me if you want to live.
Oh. I don't think the fire gun goes through stuff. It just, the pixels of it happen to hit at the part where this dish was, which is convenient for me. Just like how sometimes I'm hitting slimes with stuff. Doesn't seem like it should get through, but it's just, the hitbox is just through the platform. And I'm hitting that little tiny bit. No, my hands! Oh, hands! Rapid fire is disabling. Oh no. We're gonna have to get it credits. I'm gonna have to get my rapid fire some food stamps. Please send food. If I have a little lethargy, it's natural. I always talk this way. I'm actually emotionally invested. You can just barely hear it through my voice, except when I'm stimulated to Kingdom Come. That's normal. We are not all hyperactive children. Which I suppose is amusing. But I don't need it anymore. That doesn't mean I can't do things kids would enjoy. It just means I'm an adult. You should know that. So don't be surprised if I only let adults around me, duh. Silly person. How do you think this works? Oh, yes! It's like the one discrimination that makes sense, which is just child versus adult. There's a reason for that. There's literal mental differences, like, so vast. Trust me, man. Although, technically, mental differences last until about, like, what, 25 or something? I'm told that's when the brain really stops, like, determining. I think... what I'm saying is, by 25, I think your personality is finished. I don't think your personality is going to change that much by the time you're 25. Just saying. It might not be true, but it's a thought. Why am I getting psychological? I guess I'm going to get psychological. I'll tell you something fun. So me and, well, some of you guys, denizens of the internet, we have this thing once a year where we end up inexplicably talking about the MBTI psychology test. It's just one of those things that comes up every year. Just like there's certain movies I watch, you and I may watch once a year, there's certain topics we talk about at least once a year. And that's one of those. I think one of the things I also end up doing, what's one of the other things I end up doing once a year? Like, just once, though. That aren't, like, holiday related. I think there's certain, like... I feel like there's certain, like, shows that I only think about once a year. There may be more like once per season, actually. So what happens is, YouTube's weird algorithm recommends me something that I suddenly remembered from, like, my childhood. I'm like, huh, when was the last time I seen this? And then it turns out it feels like it's showing me, like, once a year, just to put me off track. You know what? No. You win this round. I'm gonna ignore the spike balls and leave. Good day, sir. not before killing the camera system again. But yeah, let's just leave. My health will come back in a second anyway. Also notice I'm getting at least 400,000 points by the end of each episode, so, you know, if you're playing this game thoroughly, I guess getting 100,000 points, getting 50,000 points per level is efficient, or is it, yeah. Excuse me, 500,000 points. I didn't realize it was in the millions all the damn time. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, this guy was a lot easier to deal with. But that's just because, like I said, I was a lameoid and forgot how the first boss worked. It's really quite simple. But this time he's going to repeat this pattern of diving once and then diving around the other way and then doing this thing. I'm not sure what this movement is. What I do know is it's predictable enough that you have time to shoot him in between these actions and so forth and while he's doing them. And because of that, I only get hit twice. Because I just like to figure out the pattern that quickly, and it's quite something. Yeah. But yeah, I was going to say, you know, doing things imperfectly may sound boring, but you know what it really lets me do? Is more things! So, completion's my goal, not utter perfection, not speedrunning, not the ultimate high score, not all the achievements, even though those can be fun for other reasons. Especially, well, racing. No, we gotta do things imperfectly so they come out faster, so I can show you more cool shit I've known about since childhood and beyond. And we're gonna get there very soon. Every so often, after some games I've already done in long play format that I'm doing in LP format, I do a game I have not covered yet. And that'll go on until I've gone through all of them, and then I'll have nothing but new content all the damn time. But I at least want to notify you now, while we're still doing this boss. It's taking a little while. This Eggman-like encounter. Is that there's certain stuff I decide I'm never going to cover, and that is all puzzle games. So they've been wiped off. The reason for that is, well, once you figure out a puzzle game, that's it. So I'd just be showing you solutions, and I don't feel like I need to be a channel that does that. Maybe as an analysis for said solutions, but there's nothing I would need to say. Anyone can say what the solution is once you have it. Well, took care of that guy pretty easy. Man, not enough action this hole. Maybe if I jump in this live volcano, things will liven up. I am so screwed. I don't know what he's trying to say. I also don't know why that texture showed up there. But it seems I've fallen into volcano. So, starting with episode 3, we're going to start with a lava level. Won't that be fun? But unlike that other lava level in episode 1, it's going to be less boiler room and just more you're under the mantle, baby. A new high score? I've never heard one of those in my life. You know what the cool thing about the high scores is? You can reset them by episode. Why is this handy? I don't know, but that's just a cool thing you can do. I like seeing what stuff I can edit in these DOS games. It's really fun. See you next time when I get to episode 3, and I hope to get there as quickly as I just did this. Yeah.